Hi, it's Jo from Minerva. Today we're going to do a fitting tutorial where we look at a sway back adjustment. A sway back adjustment is where you get a lot of pooling of fabric at the base of your back or around your hips and waist. It comes about if you are short-waisted, so your nape to your waist measurement is quite short, so you've got some extra fabric, or it comes about if you've got quite a narrow waist to a larger hip ratio. I'm going to show you a couple of examples of where it happens and also some things that you can do to fix it. On this new look shirt dress, it's quite a big fit, but even on something that's got a big fit, you can see that I've got quite a bit of fabric here, and because my waistline is here, the pattern's waistline is probably here, I've got some extra fabric that's catching on the bottom of my back and the start of my bottom. Not to worry too much with this pattern, because this pattern comes with a belt. So the first thing you can do to remedy a sway back adjustment is to add a belt. So around the back, I can take some of that fullness in, but you can still see that after I've moved around, I've got quite a big bit hanging over the top. Sometimes you might think you need a sway back adjustment when really you don't. The simplest way to solve the problem is to make sure that the waist on the pattern matches your waist length from shoulder to your waist. So this is the Atelier Jupe dress. It's a sort of simple shift dress, but it has a waist casing on the outside that holds these ties. So when I tie it up, I get the shaping at the front and the back is flush. And I didn't do a sway back adjustment on this, I just moved the waist casing to my waist. If I hadn't, the waist casing would have been down here, would have been about here, and then when I tied it, it would have got to there and I would have had extra pooling. So all I did to solve the problem on this pattern was to make sure that my waist casing was on my waist. On more fitted dresses, this one has a waistline seam, so the skirt is separate to the bodice. So I was able to take some of the fabric out of the back along the waistline, but that will alter the back hem. So you have to be careful that you don't just hitch up the spare fabric out of here, because then you will raise up the back hem. It's a good fit on this, but I've also made a vintage style belt to go around the middle, and that sits on the waist. Where you find sway back adjustments and issues the most prominent is in a fitted dress. So this is a fitted shift dress, and I've already made the adjustment on here, so you can see I don't have any pooling at the bottom of my back. It has darts at the front and darts at the back, but you can only make a sway back adjustment for a full fitted shift dress if you make it at the pattern cutting stage, because you can't change it now that I've made it. I can't put something in the back because I would disturb the darts. So here again, I need to find my waist. Even if it's not indicated on the pattern, I need to measure from shoulder to waistline, mark it on the pattern and find out where my natural waist is, so that I can make sure I take out any excess fabric across the back. So this is a new look top, shell top. I like this pattern a lot, but when I made it, I forgot to do my sway back adjustment, because I was thinking, well, it's just a top, it's not a dress. But actually it sits really nicely around my hips, but I've got way too much fabric in the back here. So I need to pinch that out. And I will show you an adjustment to this pattern. So this is new look 6483. It's particularly important on a top, because if it's too long in the back, then the back hem will sort of sit up on your waistband of your jeans, or it'll just all get rucked up. There'll be too much fabric at the bottom of your back. So this is the back piece. You can use the waistline if that's where you need to take some out, or you can take it out just above the waistline depending on where you're getting the most pooling. The more clothes you make, the more you'll notice where it's going to be. I've kept the side seam the same because I need my next piece to match up to that. But whenever you take something out of a piece, you will need to true up and check the bottom. So I'm going to line up this back center seam on a straight edge, and now I've got this kink that I need for my body shape, but I've hitched up the hem. So the hem should be here, but actually it's hitched up because I've taken some out of here. I've actually lost just over 3.5 centimeters on that back seam, so I will need to put that back. So you put a piece of paper behind your pattern, tape it on, pin it on. I'll just pin it on to show you, and I'm going to put back on the 3.5 that I've lost. So between here and here, that is what I've taken out of the back, so I need to put it back on. And I can true that up. And I need to make sure that I keep the same angle there that this top is going at, because if I nip that off, the advantage that I've gained for a narrow waist and wider hips will be lost if I take that off. So I need to carry on the same direction that the centre back seam follows. You might also need to true out this line here. I've got a little kink where I've taken out that pinch, so I would need to redraw that line so that it blends back in with the back seam. I'm going to show you the sway back adjustment on New Look 6449 because it's got the waistline marked, and that's the sort of crucial area where you'll get a lot of pooling at the bottom of your back. So you need to keep the side seam the same. We don't want to manipulate or change that, otherwise our notches won't match onto the front pieces. This is the back piece, and we're going to take out 3 centimeters. So I'm going to do a very gradual fold. It's like a sort of very long dart, and if I'm taking out 3 centimeters, then I will need to take out 1.5 on this side of the paper and 1.5 on the other side. You'll need to know where your waistline is to do this. You can put a little bit of tape on there, or some pins, and you will have altered the shape of your back. So you can see now, this is the top of the yoke. It's going in from my waist, and then it will go back out, but I've taken out where I would get that little bunch or pinch of fabric that I could take away. Be careful how much you do take out. The more you do it, the more you'll distort another piece, so you might need to change your size, but you need to take out here and not here. Of course, when you make a pattern change, you'll distort something else. So if you've hitched up the waistline, then you'll have to true up the hem. If you've got back darts in a dress, you need to have made your sway back adjustment first, true up the darts, and then put the darts in. Once you've put the darts in, you can't then make the sway back adjustment. You also can't do a sway back adjustment once your garment is finished, because then you would have a seam running across the back. So it's an alteration to do whilst you're cutting out. I hope today's tips have shown you that you can take some of the fullness out of the back length of your garments and you can get a much better fit. Do come back soon for more fitting tutorials. See you again.